G'day guys and welcome back to GNs_gaming for another Dokkan battle video. So for today's video I wanted to have a look at the physical Pikkons team. So as you can see here we've got the leader skill with Otherworld Warriors, the Saviors 200%, and I was going through this on the team building guide. I pretty much did this exact same except for Tech Go Tanks for the Int Freezer here. I think the orb changing from Go Tanks will be handy, and I guess while we're here we may as well have a look at the rest of the roster. I mean, this physical Vegeta is really solid with his support. Got Earth protecting hero support there. This Gohan still can be solid, I guess, if you're going into standby. You got the Gogeta there, Int Namek Goku, Int Gotenks, the Int Super Saiyan 2 Goku. Obviously we've got those units in there. Tech Ultimate Gohan, AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So there is some alternatives that you can bring in for this one, but this is the team I wanted to showcase. It's pretty much one of the ones from the video. We're going into the Dragon Ball Saga Red Zone, taking on DKP. So it'll be interesting to see how this all sort of fires up for us here. So we'll take off the auto. First thing we're looking at is our HP bar. So we are sitting at 720k here. I am going to rock this rotation. And what I'm going to do is grab that into that. So that's going to give us the damage reduction support there. And then we're going to grab that. So yeah, you can see a lot of these stages early on, the bosses aren't hitting too crazy. So I feel like you really can YOLO by just rocking either like this Super Saiyan Goku or the Super Saiyan Vegeta on your like as your slot one, especially on that second rotation where you're able to build up 2 batches of this 2-turn 10% damage reduction with Pikkon. I think that'll be really valuable. So we'll rock with that. You can see Super Saiyan Goku putting in work. Post Super here, not scared whatsoever. There's a little dodge. So here's my Pikkon. So my Pikkon is literally no links leveled, and also just 55%. So you can see the attack line. Hey, we get the additional. Nice. Oh wait, or is that just from his passive actually? Does he just have a additional from being in slot 2? Can't remember. So I got him up to, I think, like 7 additional or something like that from the skill orbs. I also added on some extra dodge. So bang, really solid first rotation here. AGL Pikkon, no links on this first one here, but he will be able to link up once we go into seriousness. So yeah, really solid start. What I'm thinking is we can just rock Gotenks in slot 1 here. He's going to get all the extra damage reduction support from Pikkon here. And then look at this, because we've got all the extra rainbow key spheres, we're then able to get the AGL Vegeta up to 24 key easy as. So as you can see, really foolproof sort of strategy here. Gotenks, as I said, for this initial turn where you're getting that extra damage reduction, is going to look really good. So if you do have him, like, Gotenks just continues to get dub after dub after dub. So this is the 90% friend. He's up to a 19 milli super. So this next turn here will be the final turn of us needing to stay in base Pikkon. We can change that up into what's it called if need be. So this isn't ideal. There's a group attack here. So you start off with a 50% chance to dodge, and then a slot 2 or 3 that jumps up to 70. So the question is this probably the go? Look, potentially. I guess what we'll do is we'll do that, and how much is... So that does get you up to there. So this isn't, an AoE isn't really ideal for us here. I guess we'll just grab that. Let's see. How do we take this? So you don't have... Oh, that was nothing. You get hit. Yeah, okay. So Pikkon does take some minor damage there. Oh, there was no super attack. So I could have easily gotten away with the Goku sitting in slot 1. To be honest, there wouldn't have been a great deal of difference, I don't think, between the defensive prowess, I guess we'll say, between this Tech Goku Vegeta versus the Tech Goku. The Tech Goku next turn we can utilize the fusion. When he comes around for this rotation, we'll have AGL Vegeta change into the Super Saiyan Goku, so we can utilize him as a slot one as well. So it really is those just initial couple of turns where things can get a little scary, a little dicey. After that, we're really sorted defensively. Like, you pop that Vegito transformation, pop the active, and like there ain't much stopping that boy. So you can see we get the super, but we get dodge, and we had the guard anyway. Not sure what his defense would have looked like there post super. We were above 18 keys, so we were getting a few of his defensive buffs, but not all of them. In terms of the next rotation, we'll have both of the Pikkons. So I might rock them together as a rotation. So let's see. So, well, we've got the Ghost Usher as well. But I reckon we'll save that. So if we click that, and then we grab that, we just get the 5 there. Dang. Okay, I see you. And then we can grab all of that with you. Cool. Okay, so we do have the 7 out of 7 links for the physical Pikkon in the middle here. AGL Pikkon gives the 6, and then we get legendary power with the Gotenk. So you can see 21 milli with the AGL Pikkon. As I said, could have utilized his active skill there, and then we would have obviously not been taking any hits, but I think probably more worthwhile just to save that one for in case we need it later. So, whew, oh my lord. So a 77 million super. 77 million. So this is where it is a little bit annoying. So we've got the locking with DKP. But what we can do is we can pop that. So we can see, is there a super straight away? Dang, okay, so this is where it gets a little bit tough because I don't really want to float the Pikkon, considering this is his showcase. But I guess flexibility of the team, we want to make sure that we are sort of showcasing the team at his best, because this video is about his team. So what we'll do is we'll grab all of those. And then we'll grab that. So we won't transform this Pikkon. My thinking is, by not transforming mine, that means that he will be able to link with the physical Pikkon on the next rotation. And also give the support where the friend Pikkon at 90% on this next rotation is going to go crazy now that I think about it. Hopefully that we're able to leave DKP with enough HP where we can actually see that in full effect. If not, a complete finish here definitely wouldn't be the end of the world, but I don't think we're going to get to that point. I think we are probably going to be leaving DKP with just a couple of HP bars. So yeah, Gogeta took off a big whack of damage there. Or actually, no, we're going to have to wait a couple of 3 turns anyway before we get that rotation. Yeah. No, that's not the end of the world. We can definitely live with that. It's cool, and we're going to have a scouter throughout now. So yeah, actually, if we do leave DKP with like 1 HP bar or something along those lines, that would quite literally be perfect. So bang, and then we get the normal. As I said, we've got the scouter, so we know that there is literally nothing here that can harm us. And then we just got my 55% Pikkon, just pumping away a little 13 milli there. So bang, gets the crit, gets the additional normal. So we are locked there. In terms of supers, nothing to worry about. Okay, easy done. So what we'll do is we'll grab that one. We'll grab that, so that'll give off the all that special support that we love, and then we'll just collect that there. So remember, Pikkon does have an 80% chance to dodge until he is hit. So as you can see, that is quite effective there. Then he just comes out with a nice little 67 million super with the crit. No additionals, but yeah, I don't think we need all too many additionals, do we, with that hefty of an attack stat. So we get the unit super here, which is always cool as well, with the AGL Pikkon and the Tech Goku. And we go on to the final phase here. So we've got... so we are sealed there. Look, it'd be rude not to just absolutely juice up everyone here, wouldn't it? So we do that. And I feel comfortable doing this just because Tech Gogeta is... Oh my, okay, that jumped up a lot more than I was expecting. Tech Gogeta is sealed, is what I was going to say. And we'll grab that. Hopefully, yeah, that 24 key. Cool. So we got the super attack here on Gogeta. Probably should have just put Gotenks in slot 1. Actually, no, that's probably not a counterable super. Oh no, are we actually going to finish this before I might have sabotaged here. Maybe I went too hard. I didn't think Gotenks... Yeah, definitely. Dang. Okay, I didn't think Gotenks' active skill was going to do so much damage. I should have just sat on that, done nothing. Because yeah, we're getting this additional super. As I said, Tech Gogeta is sealed, but that's not going to matter because Gotenks is probably going to finish the job in slot 3 pretty... No, he's not even going to get to that point, I don't think. Oh, have to finish with a super, so it is going to be Gotenks. But there you go, guys. That is the Pikkon team in full effect. As I said, very similar to the team build that I did rock in the team building guide. Just the minor addition of Gotenks instead of the Int Goku Frieza, but team worked extremely well. That next rotation of the Pikkons was going to be looking absolutely insane. So honestly, I would have loved to have seen that one in action. It didn't matter anyway. So there you go, new record time. So let me know your thoughts on the team in terms of what I'd like to see. I'd love to see another slot 1 for the start of battle, but we'll see what else pops up. Throughout the next couple of weeks. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.